Which one am I gonna watch today? I'm Yajima Sho, 32, living with my parents. I'm a total anime and manga addict, so I'm basically cooped up in my room all day. Alright, I'm gonna watch this. I have the day off from my part-time job, so I'm gonna watch it straight through. I work nights at the neighborhood convenience store, and at home, I dive headfirst into whatever I love. Talk about living the dream. One day, just like any other. Finally, you're home.
Welcome back!
My younger sister Eureka, who had been working in Tokyo, got transferred and moved back home.
Wow, look at you. Messy hair, scruffy beard. Still the same loser, huh?
That's the first thing you say to me? Eureka was always busy with her job and looked down on me. And then... Your sister sends home $3,000 every month.
You are the big brother. It's embarrassing.
Maybe you should move out.
Even my parents started throwing shade, echoing Eureka's words.
Living off your parents at your age? That's just pathetic.
Maybe we raised you wrong.
Hey, don't you feel ashamed making Mom so upset? I pay for my own food and bills, you know. I'm planning to keep living here just like always.
Yeah, well, you can't exactly live on a part-time salary, can you?
That's not the point.
Poor Mom and Dad, stuck with a son who refuses to grow up.
What a burden. Dad, you never said anything before. Don't let Eureka fill your head with this nonsense.
Don't make it sound like I'm manipulating them.
We've just been letting it slide all this time, but now it's just embarrassing.
A grown man mooching off his parents? What will the neighbors think?
I mean, you hear it on the news all the time. Some guy leeching off his folks, and then, well, worse things happen.
What the hell are you imagining? Wow, ganging up on me, huh?
Doesn't it bother you that you're still a burden at your age?
Man, if Eureka hadn't come back, I could be watching my new anime right now.
Honestly, one good kid is enough for us.
Wait, what? Get out and live on your own, loser.
Hey, don't blame me. You got kicked out because you're useless.
With no choice, I started packing up my stuff.
Whatever happens, don't drag our name into it.
Happens? What do you mean?
Like applying for welfare or something.
Exactly. Even if you leave, we don't want you coming back for handouts.
And if you do reach out, we'll just pretend we don't know you. Toughen up and live strong. Yeah.
Aren't you glad I came back? You finally got rid of all that dead weight.
Now that we have an extra room, why not turn it into Dad's hobby room?
Good idea. The house feels bigger, and it's a win-win. From now on, it'll just be the three of us, living happy together. Ha ha ha! With my so-called loving family celebrating behind me, I walked away from the home I'd lived in for years. A year later, I found myself overseas. Endless summer in Hawaii. The weather's amazing, but more than that, The vibe here is just different. I could totally live comfortably in a place like this, even with my cold intolerance. Supermarkets carry all kinds of Japanese food. People speak more Japanese than I expected. And best of all, it's safe. Of course, I haven't seen or spoken to those three ever since that day. And now, in this foreign land, I just made the biggest purchase of my life. 30 million sounds about right. This house, designed by a world-class architect, is packed with top-tier craftsmanship inside and out. The design brings in plenty of natural light, perfect for a homebody like me. Plus, it comes with a tennis court and a pool, so I can stay active. As I soaked in the luxury of my new mansion, feeling like a king. Yeah, hello? Who the hell are you? That voice. Dad? Unpleasant memories came rushing back. He never reached out, not once in a whole year, so why now? Jeez, can you stop yelling? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me. I was scrolling through the news and there you were, front and center, with a giant photo. Oh, that interview already got published? I specifically asked them to keep it low-key. How the hell did you get interviewed by a famous news anchor?
Sho, is it true? You're some big shot writer now?
Well, there are plenty of people who appreciate my work. I get fan letters, enough to fill a truckload every week.
Wait, what? That's insane!
You mean to tell me that in just 1 year you became some literary prodigy? My heart nearly stopped. Nope, I was already well known as a writer long before that. What? So you're saying you were writing professionally even when you were living at home? That's right.
But you were always just lounging around watching anime and working a measly part-time job at a convenience store. No way you were actually making a living as a writer.
I was constantly getting requests from publishers. I even had a running series.
I can't believe this!
Think about it. Reading tons of stories helps you create better ones.
So you weren't just wasting time!
Exactly. Even my convenience store job was valuable. Stocking shelves let me observe people. And interacting with customers helped me study different personalities. It all gave me inspiration for my stories. I'm about to move my stuff into the house, so I'm hanging up. Wait, give me your address. You really think I'd tell the people who kicked me out where my hard-earned home is?
We're family!
Nope. As far as I'm concerned, we cut ties that day a year ago. Don't ever contact me again. Hold it. Ugh. That little punk got all cocky.
Just because he's making money now, he thinks he's better than us. It's not fair that he's living it up overseas while we're stuck here.
Guess it's time to use our last resort. A year after I left home and bought a new place in a resort town, my parents, who only ever doted on my elite sister, came crawling back, their faces pale as ghosts. 1 week later. Man, this weather is perfect. Sunny and dry, just the way I like it. I had settled into my new home, enjoying my carefree single life. I was in a bit of a slump lately, but ideas are finally flowing again. This move was the best decision ever. I had no clue what would happen since I didn't know a word of English, but taking the leap was the right call. Found you. Huh?
Wow! This place is insane! I've never seen a mansion like this!
For someone like you, this house is way too fancy. Doesn't suit you at all, big bro.
What are you doing here? We hired an international detective. Professionals are amazing. They tracked down your address in just a few days. A detective? Are you kidding me? How sneaky.
Eureka paid for the whole thing!
Totally worth it just to see you in person.
What the hell does that mean? After all the crap she said about me, now she suddenly wants to meet?
We came all this way so you can share your fortune with us.
Just because we're siblings doesn't mean you can take my money.
Relax, I'm not gonna steal from you.
Alright then, time for a house tour!
Don't just invite yourselves in. We're practically strangers now. Just go home. Yeah, that's not happening.
We didn't book a hotel.
So we're crashing at your place tonight. What?
You don't have a girlfriend, so it's not like anyone's gonna mind. Sho!
Harun.
Who are these people? Huh? Who's she?
She looks like a model!
Damn, now that's a knockout. Hey, Sho, who is this woman to you? I don't owe you any explanations. Just leave already. Telling your own family to get lost? Enough with this nonsense.
Family? Oh, I see now. You must be Sho's.
Exactly. I'm Sho's father. Now, if I may ask, are you his girlfriend? I mean, wow. My son really hit the jackpot with such a lovely lady.
Unbelievable! Men and their obsession with young women.
Could you be any more obvious? Oh, I know all about you three.
See? Sho acts all cold, but deep down, he really cares about us.
Yeah, no need to be so distant, son.
Sure, having a girlfriend was unexpected, but that's no excuse to kick us out, right? I mean, you've got plenty of rooms. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What?
You all failed to see his talent, then went and kicked him out, didn't you?
Oh,
Hey, you've got no right to butt into our family matters.
And now, after all this time, you just show up out of nowhere to mooch off his success?
Harun, she's got it exactly right.
Wow, how rude for a first meeting.
Ugh, you have terrible taste, big bro.
Harun is my assistant, and honestly, you're the rude ones for making wild assumptions. So, she's just a coworker?
Phew, that's a relief. I can't imagine dealing with such a strong-willed woman in the family.
Girls like that always go for the hot guys, so there's no way she'd ever fall for a plain loser like you, big bro.
Man, the insults just roll off their tongues. Nobody here wants you guys around. Please, just one night. That's all we ask.
Come on! We paid for expensive plane tickets! One night won't kill you! Tomorrow, we're sightseeing!
And I need to take tons of photos to brag to everyone at work. No way I am leaving just yet.
I finally gave in and let them stay on the property at least.
Why the hell are we sleeping outside?
The weather's nice, and the stars are gorgeous. Pretty comfy if you ask me.
Hawaii really is beautiful and full of nature. I can't wait to hit the beach.
Mom, you packed a swimsuit, right?
Of course, a high-cut one. You two are way too carefree.
By the next evening. So, now that the night is past, feeling any more generous about letting us in? You promised you'd leave today. If you try to stick around, I'll call security. About 10 well-built guys will show up.
Strong muscle man! Okay, now I'm kinda tempted.
Enough. We're getting a hotel. Finally, they're leaving. With peace restored, I threw myself into creating captivating stories alongside my brilliant assistant Harun.
Sho, this scene is absolutely amazing.
I put myself in the mindset of a samurai as I drew, so it feels more authentic. That's all thanks to the research you gathered for me.
I'm honored to help.
The completed work became a massive hit, not just in Japan, but worldwide. My name grew even more famous.
You've got 2 back-to-back online interviews coming up. But first, here you go.
Whoa, onigiri!
The fillings are bonito flakes and pickled plum. Eat up and power through.
Yeah, thanks, Harun. Meanwhile, as for the 3 of them...
Look at this! My favorite fashion magazine's cover. Shows on it?
Whoa, his fame just keeps skyrocketing.
He feels like someone completely out of reach now.
Ugh! He's getting too full of himself. He used to be a shut-in.
He clearly wants nothing to do with us. Let's just forget about him.
That's for the best. Let's go back to living our lives as just the 3 of us.
Aren't you pissed? We're stuck in this cramped little place while he's living in a mansion.
We barely managed to afford this house with a mortgage. So, they spent their days wallowing in the ever-growing gap between us. 6 months later, Harun and I returned to Japan for a short visit. It's been a while.
Enjoy your break while you can. Once it's over, it's back to the grind.
Don't say terrifying things like that.
All right, time to grab some food. But before that, let's take care of business first.
Good call. And so, we headed straight to... those 3. All right, everyone, gather round. Here's a once-in-a-lifetime item, an original childhood drawing by none other than the famous author Sho. A true one-of-a-kind piece. Starting price, $1,000.
Don't miss out!
It's a bargain. Harun, thanks for tagging along.
Not at all. I'm here to support you every step of the way.
Profiting off your son's childhood keepsakes? Just how low can you sink?
Yeah!
Sho, you're back.
If you were coming, you should have at least called first.
If I did that, I wouldn't have caught you red-handed. I purposely didn't warn you so I could see what you were up to. Come on, no need to be so harsh. Well, we were just trying to clean up the house.
But throwing things away would have been a waste, so we figured, why not cash in on Big Bro's fame? There are always some weirdos willing to buy personal items from a celeb.
Turns out, buyers snap them up immediately. What a shocker!
People really will spend ridiculous amounts of money on their idols. Relax, don't look so scary.
You're making tons of money anyway, so why does it even matter?
If you're not gonna support us financially, the least you can do is let us profit off your name.
Anyway, we've still got plenty more to sell, so enough chit-chat.
That's right. Sell, sell, sell.
Agreed!
These childhood drawings of Sho's, they're fake, aren't they?
What?
What nonsense are you spewing?
These are 100% Sho's! Don't talk like you know anything!
I've been in the publishing industry long enough to tell. Based on the paper's condition and fading, it's easy to eliminate when it was actually made.
You're trying to set us up?
Not a chance!
Where exactly did you find these drawings?
Dad dug them up. He said they were stuffed way in the back of the closet.
Dad's got a real knack for finding things we'd never be able to. It's like he's got a built-in treasure detector.
Just as I thought. He's got an uncanny talent for unearthing hidden stuff. You went that far just to make a quick dollar? Well, money is essential to survive. Forging and selling fake memorabilia behind everyone's back. You do realize this is a serious crime, right?
Wait! Fake? What do you mean?
Dad, what the hell is going on? If these were truly from Sho's childhood, the paper would be more deteriorated and the colors would have faded significantly. But despite supposedly being buried in a closet, they're in pristine condition. It's obvious they were drawn recently.
This really did come from the closet, right?
Well...
What? Are you seriously telling me these are fakes?
We were making so much money that we just got greedy. This isn't the first time, is it? You've been making and selling fakes over and over. I've already gathered the evidence.
Over and over? How many times exactly?
Around 10 times.
You've got to be kidding me! When we started this business, I did my research! This kind of scam breaks multiple laws!
Don't be so dramatic. Wait, I've got it. We just tell the buyers there was a mix-up and refund them. No harm, no foul. Problem solved.
A refund?
That reaction.
We can't afford to take this lightly! If someone sues us, we're finished!
So, do you still have the money from the sales? Of course. The whole reason we started this business was to secure my and Mom's retirement fund. But one of you looks ridiculously pale. You okay there? Mom, are you feeling sick or something?
Are you that clueless? She's in shock because Dad just got caught running a full-on scam!
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not Dad's fault. I spent all the money!
What?
You've gotta be kidding me! What the hell?
Unbelievable! Wait! Now that I think about it, Mom, you've been dressing up a lot and going out lately. Don't tell me. You've been cheating?
What? After all these years together, are you betraying me?
No, it's not like that! I got hooked on muscle bars.
Muscle bars?
You mean those places where you can hang out with buffed, ripped guys?
I kept adding on extra services and spending more and more, and before I knew it, the money was gone.
So you weren't cheating, just throwing all our cash at other men? Still kind of hard to swallow.
Sho, please, help out your mother just this once!
I'm begging you too! Mom just lost control for a moment. She won't make the same mistake again.
Yes, I swear on my life!
I forgive you, Mom. After all, we're family. We have to stick together when times get tough.
Dad!
Yeah, you're right. So, as family, I'll do my final duty.
Thank you, Sho! I'll never forget this kindness!
Good for you, Mom. Knew it. My brother's too kind.
I knew you'd say that. Harun, can you call the police?
Yes, right away.
Yeah. Wait, what? The police?
Wait! Are you seriously turning your own parents into the cops?
Have you lost your mind?
They need to atone for their crimes. That's the only natural thing for a child to expect from their parents.
I already told you! If you just gave us the money, none of this would be a problem!
Are you really okay being the child of a criminal? I refuse to be part of that kind of family.
Wake up, Sho!
This is all because of your own actions. You brought this on yourselves.
Ugh. I've been hearing rumors about shady people claiming to be my relatives, selling off supposed memorabilia. When I looked into it, turns out it was you.
But it's not like we only sold fakes!
Legit items are fair business, so there's nothing illegal about that.
First off, selling Sho's personal belongings without his consent is a crime.
Wait, seriously?
However, since this was between family, you won't be charged.
Jeez, don't scare me like that.
Well, at least that's a relief.
As long as the items were real, the buyers paid a fair price, so it's not technically illegal.
This means the easiest solution is for Sho to just cover the cost. Dad, contact the buyers of the fake goods and fix this.
Yeah, if we handle it quickly, things won't spiral out of control. Not a chance. I'm not wasting my hard-earned money cleaning up your mess. Ugh, there you go again with your cold-hearted attitude.
Ugh, fine, I'll take care of the cost.
Wait, really?
Trying to convince Big Bro any further is just a waste of time.
Eureka! You really are so kind!
Look at how thoughtful your sister is. Meanwhile, you never grow up. Why don't you do something for your parents for once?
Yeah, right. Don't get your hopes up.
Alright, your ride's here.
A cop car?
Time to pay for your crimes.
You called the cops on us?
Seriously? There are lines you just don't cross.
It wasn't Harun who called.
What? But she was just on the phone.
It was the people you scammed, your victims. What?
They found out?
My inbox is flooded daily with messages from fans. Some were excited to tell me they'd gotten their hands on my personal belongings. When I asked them to send me what they bought, most of it was fake garbage.
You went that far?
We didn't suspect a thing!
The legal process is already complete, and now the police have come to take you in.
There's no escaping now. Your little money-making scheme is over.
If you hadn't been selling fakes, this never would have happened!
So, you're saying this is all my fault?
Obviously! And just so we're clear, I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, really? I gave you a cut of the profits, didn't I? Later, the authorities deemed their actions extremely malicious, and my father, the mastermind, was sentenced to prison. Why is this happening to me? Spending old age behind bars? There's no future waiting for me on the outside. Regret came too late. He was left drowning in anxiety over what was left of his life. Endless days spent on a cold, hard prison floor, nothing short of pure misery. Meanwhile, my mother and sister, who were released, also spiraled into ruin.
Ugh! What's with this stench? The whole place is covered in empty booze cans!
Who cares? And whose fault do you think it is that I got fired, huh?
You're still young! You could turn your life around! Get a new job already!
It's hopeless. My life is over.
And as for me, thanks to you, Harun, I was able to tie up all the loose ends. I really appreciate your support.
No, Sho,
What's wrong?
can I stay by your side forever? As your girlfriend?
Wait, what? Of course, Harun. Let's live together and be happy. I was living the best moment of my life.